One. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of Telia Misfits. Now with new portraits, and yeah, we are joined. Fuck, I lost myself because I was reading chat. I was reading Discord chat. Yes, I said good luck. Don't read too much into it. Um, I am here joined by my wonderful friends, Savian,
TPK, TPK.
of course, Sarcastrophe,
Hi everyone.
Spiral Proxy,
Don't worry about it.
Ocean X,
Ultimate power is mine to command.
and Raining Blades.
Ooh, I hope I live.
I adore you guys. And yeah, hi everyone in chat. Love to see you all here. Welcome, and let's have a wonderful game where nobody dies at all. Anyway, I believe Demir volunteered for the recap of the last episode. Take it away, Demir.
Yes, well, quite. So, recently we decided to team up with a rather, how should I say, rich patron by the name of Natasha, a halfling who had basically Callahan had met at a recent party we went to, and we had um, decided to join up with her as her employees, and our first job was to head out to the west and to the wilds to basically investigate some findings for a tomb, different settlements, basically doing some dungeoneering. We left out on this quest, and upon the just a couple days into our travel on horses that we recently purchased with the funds given to us for this expedition. And we were attacked by this, various creatures. And long story short, one of our party members unfortunately perished. Kyoho, my fellow Oni. We resolved to take Kyoho back to the city and try to procure a diamond for Callahan, our cleric, had managed to preserve her body and claimed that using his heavenly powers, he could actually bring back Yoho to life, something that was certainly a wild proposition, but we all trust Callahan with our lives and decided that it was a venture worth pursuing. On the way back, we were more specifically, Kyoho was attacked by these black butterflies, which descended upon and seems to have taken a special interest in corpses, including the corpses of all of our horses that had also died in the encounter. And while the butterflies nearly killed all of us as well, thankfully we were able to burn them up and chase off the rest. And after a few days traveling on foot, we were able to get back to the city, where we were able to procure a diamond of sufficient size for Callahan, and lo and behold, he indeed performed a miracle, and Kyoho came back to life, not necessarily right before our eyes, because she was covered up in a bedroll in a tent, but our comrade that was once dead was now firmly among the living. Then, even though time was of the essence in our quest, we decided that it would be a bit foolhardy to try and pet back right away. We instead decided to spend a week to prepare ourselves. Um, Everyone, except for me, tended to various jobs or different ways to pass the time. Some were moderately successful, and others not particularly by any means. But I myself at least took the time to perform some research on whatever creatures of the West that I could dig up. So we would perhaps learn more about the creatures that we'd already encountered and not be caught so off guard for some of the ones that are yet to come.
Wonderfully done. That high intelligence and memory is paying off quite wonderfully. Now, after a week of preparing for your adventure, some of you, like Demir recounted, working, some of you hunting, some of you successful, some of you not so much. But after a week, you gathered together to decide if you are ready to go or not. And yeah, Demir, you received the information I gave you. I assume you read through all of it.
I did.
Good. Also, I wrote it in chat, but Anarchy Nix, you're awesome. Thank you for the sub. But yes, Demir, you have the information. You gather up your notes. The Word document that I sent you is basically the information you extracted, and you have in your little notebook now. But yes, you all gather back at the inn, and well, take it away. It is the morning of the day, a week after. It is a wonderful Sunday. What do you guys do?
So Sundays are canonical in Telia. Okay.
I just find it's way easier to just call it the normal days of the week than have you guys remember 5 different names for 5 different days of the week.
What do you mean? I have this
Yes,
fancy
it's
name. Monday, Schmoozday, Schmedsday, Schmersday, Schmyday, Schmatterday, and
Look,
Schmunday.
I have names for it if you want me to give.
Mondays.
No, please, not again.
I seriously, I have names for each day of the week if you guys want.
The number system is also base 12, so we need to brush up on our new times tables.
Oh, don't forget the new alphabet. Oh, and if you're not speaking in like the actual language spoken in this continent, then
God damn it.
because obviously they're
And
not.
we wonder why Rand tries to kill us every session.
There's always something.
I believe he has gone on the record and said he does not try to kill anybody.
Yeah.
Which means that if he does successfully do that after making new art for everybody, it was not intentional.
Yeah.
You say he doesn't try. You should see the notes that he sent me. Like, God,
I knew.
Yoho survive against all odds.
I knew you were gonna go. Okay, yeah. So you guys gather up. You haven't seen some of you haven't seen at all this past week. Others you've been together. For example, Callahan and Emerus. So yeah, you meet up for breakfast. Take it away, you fuckers.
Oh, hey guys, it's been a week.
Yeah. Yoho, do you feel better?
I'm not quite sure I'm equipped to handle that question.
That's fair enough. It's a pretty fucked up question considering the scenario. I mean,
A pretty wise answer, I would say.
Well, it is important that she is feeling better, though, since we are intending to return. It wouldn't be a good idea to head back there if we're not at full capacity.
Thank you, Emrys.
are we thinking that we're going back today then? Yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
there's
sure.
not much more we can do to prepare. We're pretty spent as far as our funds, and
Yes, and I take it everyone has been memorizing the battle tactics I've been advising. They are,
Yep.
of course, from a master tactician such as myself, they will be a flawless plan in ensuring our victory 100% of the time.
100%. Yep. I was paying attention. Yeah. So yeah. Don't forget, call out what you guys want me to do. Tactic number 1. Loud and clear.
I imagine
that's rule number 1 of combat.
I imagine there's like a little napkin in front of Emerus that has like these stick figures. One group very bunched up together, and another napkin with a group that is very split apart.
Callahan has on his palm has like notes written down in ink, and they're just spit smudge. It's like that's a spiritual weapon, or
A picture of a bat, and he's like, "Man, why was I drinking pickles for some reason? It's crazy." Yeah. So we're all going in. I kind of touched on a bit last session, but if we want to get, like, if we hired people, are there any guides or anything like that that can assist us?
You can definitely search for some, if you wish.
But would I know, like, just if I did search for some, would I know what the kind of like the funding process of that is? Like, how does that work?
For an unaffiliated, because you need to. I assume you don't want any Pathfinders.
God damn it! These guys, they really need to just.
It's their job going into the West to find new places.
Finding paths. Now you know what it is there. It is there, and that's on me. That's on me. I shouldn't be. I should respect the hustle. Than leave it out of it.
So for an unaffiliated guide, first of all, it's going to be hard to even find one. But second of all, if you do find one, they're going to want a lot of gold. Probably.
And
Most
we don't have gold.
Yeah. Probably they're going to want upfront, like, because these expeditions, they don't often end well. So you're going to want an upfront payment most of the time, and then
TLDR, we can't afford it.
you might, depending on.
What about Michael, Alan's daughter's fiance?
You want to go to
Michael?
You want to go to not Faywave, Woolgate, because he was going to Woolgate.
Who? Alan?
Yeah.
Was he? Are you sure?
Yeah. Alan was going to Faywave so he could catch a boat to Woolgate.
And where did his daughter and her fiance live?
In Woolgate.
Perfect. Never mind. I was under the impression they were living somewhere else.
I think our really only choice is to just head back in and hope for the best this time, armed with knowledge.
All right, guys.
I'm with the mirror.
How much
Did your studies pay off?
Cost? Like, what are their rates for like helping us explore?
Sorry, how much what?
Like, what are their rates? Like, what's a going rate for a Pathfinder?
For a Pathfinder?
We don't want the Pathfinders because we're specifically trying to get to this place before the Pathfinders catch word of it, so that we can take this stuff instead of Pathfinders.
It's actually less so before the Pathfinders catch word of it. It's more before the Pathfinders actually get there and claim it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I must have missed that one. Cool. Yeah, fuck it. Who needs a tour guide? Let's go.
Again, you can definitely search for one if that is what you wish.
I don't have enough gold. So, unless one of you are like hoarding a little fortune there, like I was.
You were, and now that's gone.
I think that was the only hoarder.
It was rainy day funds. I kind of figured early on I'd need like a big ass diamond at some point. Didn't realize I wouldn't have one bought by the time I needed it though.
Yeah.
I'm sure that our current abilities will be more than enough. We are.
Yeah. Is there anything else that we need? Is there any like adventuring gear, like anything that'll probably help us? I guess. Like I wouldn't think Callahan would know how to set up defenses in a forest, but I have some gold if anyone has any ideas. And he realized that in his very husky voice.
Mm-hmm.
You have that spell that the mirror can cast, and my alarm, and your vision.
Thanks, buddy.
And my axe.
I mean, to be fair, you have a fortress, a portable fortress. You have an alarm system for the fortress, and you have a guy who is basically all eyes. So
The
Yeah.
They were pretty
mall.
good.
I'm trying to think. If I want to purchase like packs, how much does that cost?
Depends on the pack. Each pack has their own.
Oh,
respective-
they are. They're own expression. I'm trying to find them here off. I'm using this website thing. Because I'm thinking if you get like, do you guys have like an explorer's pack, or maybe we should be getting like a dungeoneer's pack, or something that'll kind of help us like would a healer's kit and all them be any good as well?
Healer's kit is very useful. Yeah, healer's kit takes out. If you use a hero's kit, you can erase a wound when someone goes down.
Ooh, okay. Okay, that sounds really good.
Yes.
And then that
Especially since having a wound is partially what did me in.
Yeah.
exactly. Because I'm thinking climber's kit, healer's kit, and like maybe a herbalism kit. If anyone thinks that might be helpful in terms of like I know I can heal up poisons, but in case I'm not always packing.
Well, a healer's kit is going to cost you 5 gold,
Yeah, I can cover that easy.
and it has 10 uses. You can just take off the money, no worries.
Yeah, and does anyone think like a climber's kit might be good, or maybe the dungeoneer's kit or the dungeoneer's
I'm
pack?
broke.
That's fair. Does anyone think they would like one and I could just pay for it?
I just want to warn you that a climber's kit is 25 gold.
All right, we're not doing climbing, guys. I don't know. This shouldn't be. Don't let me go on.
I
I'm
have
gonna spend
fly
all of our
and
money.
a rope. We can figure things out.
You have what in rope?
I have fly, the spell.
Oh
And Featherfall.
shit. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Featherfall is if we die. So let's go.
Remember our very first session when I didn't have Featherfall prepared and we fell down a well? Good
Yeah.
times.
So that's why I don't think you have Featherfall.
That is fair.
It was my one spell that wasn't prepared because, and now it is
Really?
prepared because I have fly prepared, and I'm not gonna prepare fly without having Featherfall prepared. That's...
Yeah.
Wow, that is very fair, by the way. Wow. All right.
All right, I say we head out. I'm putting it to a vote.
Yeah, I bought that healer's kit, and then I'm like, yeah, let's get out. Let's get out of here. Let's rock.
All right. So, if everyone agrees,
All right.
okay. So,
Let's rock.
you set out. This time without horses. Yes. But you set out towards the west, once again braving the wild and unexplored western regions of Telia. You follow the road, the same road you trekked twice now. And you see many of the faces along the way that you saw the first time you went into the west, along the villages. You do realize something. Without the horses, traveling is a lot more tiresome and a lot slower. You realize that as night starts to fall, you haven't even reached the rock that marks the end of the civilized world as you were. You actually are invited to stay by one of the villagers, to stay in their home if you so wish.
Free lodgings? Absolutely. Let's go.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
people
take it.
people are hard and hardened in this region for obvious reasons, because there's monsters everywhere that can kill them at any second. Some of them that Demir now knows a lot about, but
Oh, what's that about monsters that could kill them at any second? I also know a thing or two about that.
yes, of course, you have first-hand experience. But yes, people have they are hardy folk, but they do like explorers and people that come by, and they like to give them a place to rest, to eat, in exchange for information about things out in the east, things that most of the villagers that don't really leave this area wish to know. So you are more than welcome to stay in exchange for stories and news. In the
Well,
morning.
we have some stories.
Oh yes, yes. Um, you regale them with stories over a nice, simple dinner. In the morning. Yes, Seth.
I just said, dinner.
Yes, it's good dinner. It's meat and bread, mostly, and a bit of soup. Um, but in the morning, you set out, and by the end of the morning, you reach the stone. The stone that bears the name of many of the fallen, and now, and many that have braved and came back. And I believe only Callahan has his name there, right?
They put it again.
Callahan was with two Z's at the end of it.
Wow. Okay, so
No, I'd say this time around I leave it. I point at it though, and I make a big show of being like, "Hey guys, that's me."
So I actually did say I was gonna say before we headed out for the morning, with us regaling the stories to, like, the villagers, would there still been time for me to potentially before we all go to sleep, to debrief the party about my findings?
Oh,
my
sure, sure,
research?
sure. You actually
Okay.
you spent a whole day walking. You could have done that during that time. So
Okay.
we can just go back in time and watch Demir, the nerd, go on with all the research he found.
We're just flashbacking.
Yeah, we're flashbacking as you reach the stone.
Journey sure was fun. You remember that time when?
Yes. Yeah. So here I am, speaking in the present tense, as I always have. For the time. Basically, I wanted to regale some of the various findings I found in my research in order to best prepare ourselves as best as we could. I suppose the best place to start is essentially the creatures we have found, encountered in order, more or less. The first, specifically the first creature, the one that was essentially made up the entire ground. Um, the best from I can understand, based on this this very old research in a journal I was able to uncover from an author unknown. This essentially is a mimic, like I originally ascertained, or at least just similar. Specifically, the Mimica posir, which is a halfling term for simultating devourer. But anyways, mimics in general are very strange creatures. Not many people have been able to study them in great detail. They could pretty much take on any non-living object or shape up to a certain size. And there has been the theory that the older they get, the larger they become. Which, if this indeed was a mimic we're talking about, which seems very likely, means that this was a very, very old mimic, one that had understandably probably not been had much challenges and would-be slayers. Don't really know the life expectancies of these creatures, but as I said, they seem to at least get bigger when they get older, or so is a hypothesis. They're very similar to oozes in many things, and while they can simulate simple living beings such as plants and other wildlife, they can't necessarily recreate the behavior. They typically opt to transforming into rocks, chests, weapons, as well as other things that might be picked up upon. So I guess in general, while we can't exactly look out for one of that great of a size, they definitely seem to be native to these lands out here in the West, and if there is something suspicious and out of place, for instance, a seemingly abandoned weapon or treasure chest or something of the similar things, it might be best to leave it be. And as your parents might have once told you, don't pick up if you don't know where it came from.
If I may comment here for a moment, Demir.
Absolutely.
The thing that we came across the last time we explored out was disguised as a hill. We should probably be suspicious of more natural looking things than, say, like weapons, because the creatures around here would probably be looking for wildlife as opposed to wayward travelers.
Yes, very astute observation, Kyoho. That is correct. It is most likely in that case where we find out here. As far as if there's any mimics in, maybe in some of the nearby some of the villages or in the dungeons you'll be exploring, that could be different. But yes, out here in the wilderness, it is most likely, as you said, more unsuspecting things for the local wildlife.
Yes.
Moving on now, we have the creature that killed Kyoho. Seems, according to this book, Humbert Gotch's terrifying insects, which is very aptly named. This seems to be a creature called an assassin wasp. They're very large, as big as a horse, as we were able to tell, with a hard shell, a very large stinger. I have to say we are extremely lucky that we are even able to revive Kyoho in the first place. Because these assassin wasps, when they sting their prey, they don't just inject a venom. They also, how do I say it? They lay eggs inside of their victim, which then hatch after a couple days and devour the host from the inside. There's actually been stories in the past of people who've actually managed to somehow survive these assassin wasps and return only to have the eggs hatch and kill them anyways. Now, based on what I've all read, this we shouldn't have to worry about this moving forward. They would have already hatched before we even made it back to the city. I imagine that perhaps it was the fact of Kyoho dying, or maybe it's something that Callahan did, or maybe the creature was just sterile to begin with. I'm not sure, but while it's not something we have to worry about right now, if we do encounter such a creature in the future, simply surviving the stinger is not good enough. Oh, right then. Moving on, then is the final creature that we, or creatures that we encountered on our way back. This I actually was able to read about in Kyoho's book, actually, the Journey to the West. These are what I gather the local elves, or at least a specific tribe, refer to as the Kifo Capero, or death butterflies. Essentially, we pretty much gathered the gist of it. They are attracted to creatures of dead flesh, and can gather just mere hours after it, and will devour the corpses down to the bone. They otherwise seem uninterested in living creatures, unless they threaten the swarm. And basically, the larger the corpse, the larger the swarm. So if we are to basically, if we are to resort to hunting at any point, which I think hopefully we won't have to, thanks to Callahan's clerical powers, but if we do find ourselves coming across them or needing to kill anything and transport it, basically there's two different ways. The first of one is we could simply cook the meat right away, which obviously wasn't an option for Kyoho when we were trying to transport her body. But the other more, I guess, effective way is a plant that's called the Humzimwaba. I don't even know how to pronounce this word. I guess these long-eared creatures have very colorful language, but essentially it's a plant that gives off a terrible odor that basically will ward the butterflies away. It also seems like this specific local tribe of that was detailed in this account of, again, what I imagine is a tribe of elves, but to not know for certain, is that they actually revered these swarms, and that they would these swarms not only just swarm and eat the living, but also the undead, those that have risen. They have toxins that can actually affect these undead creatures, and therefore are basically quite useful and revered by this tribe for their ability to not only dispose of the fallen, but also prevent them and mitigate those that might become risen.
Well,
And then,
as we avoid dying again, they should not pose an issue.
yes, quite so. That would be best for all of us involved. And then as far as creatures we did not have counter, obviously I cannot account for every single creature we might come across. There was only a week and only so much money to perform this research and gain these accesses, but essentially there's one other creature from a book called Fables of the Long-Eared People, referred to as the White Wolf, and this is a rather short passage so that I was able to uncover, so I'll essentially just read it off. But basically, the translation was, the White Wolf hunts under the silver eyes of the Lord of the Skies, searching for the Lord of Lies. No deceiver's blade can pierce their hides, and their howls bring nightmares. So keep the deceiver's words from your mouth, or risk becoming their prey. I have absolutely no idea what this might be referring to. If it's a creature or a folklore of an actual individual, I'm not entirely certain. But if we are to take this fable, for that's what it is, but take this fable at its word, let's try and not, I suppose, lie or outwardly deceive, at least what here the wilds. I suppose it's just basically a scary story to have told children, to basically ward them from misbehaving and trick them into being honest. But I'm sharing this anyways because, as we learned our last foray into this, any knowledge helps, and we certainly can't assume anything.
Does that passage there about the White Wolf and the Lord of the Skies and the Lord of Lies, was it?
Yes.
Does that ring home with anything? Is that like is it possible to make like a religion check or anything like that?
You can definitely make a religion check, Callahan.
Would I be able to, now that Callahan's bringing that up, would I be able to do a religion check as well?
Do you have proficiency in religion?
I am proficient in religion.
Then you definitely can as well.
I'm pretty sure Demir knows more about religion than Callahan does.
I think I'm proficient in all the intelligence.
Also, by the way, Demir, Gui just gave you a hero point.
Woo! Thanks, Gui.
My man.
Also, before we forget, Callahan, remember, You
Oh, I
have
haven't.
a hero
I have
point.
not forgotten.
A hero point per day. 1 day is down, so you have four more days.
Oh no, so oh yeah, no, I got what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
shit.
from the point that you leave town, basically, after the week is over. So yeah, um, but in this moment, for the first time ever, Callahan knows more than Demir about something he read in a book.
Whatever it is, can Callahan just be like, "Oh, I think I remember Demir telling me this at one stage." Like he just presumed Demir had told me. He's like, "Oh, that's why I know this. Yeah. I must have heard it."
All right, so the Lord of the Skies is one of the many names of Urian, the god of sky and air. And the Lord of Lies is one of the many names of Kador, the god of fire, lies, and power. Those are two of the old gods, the first gods. The yes, Demir, I will write it. It's on Discord in the gods list.
You're right. It is.
And Kadar,
I
yeah.
just-
Anyway,
The older gods, so they're near the top.
yeah. The very old gods. Right, Gooey. Have a nice lurk. But yes, the Lord of the Skies, the silver moon, the silver eyes of the Lord of the Skies is usually a reference to the moons, to the two moons, and it's usually said that each moon is one of the eyes of Urian, and the sun is his third eye on his forehead. So, yeah. Aside from that, no other religious connotation that comes to mind. Never really heard about the white wolves being connected with the Lord of the Skies.
Yes. Well, thank you for the reminder, Callahan. That must have it's been a busy week. I've
You know a lot, bro. I mean, like, something's gonna slip.
that is very true. Anyways, then the last creature. This is admittingly, I have to admit, it was very easy to find. Not particularly easy, but knowing which creatures we had encountered, I was able to find quite a wealth of knowledge on them. As far as everything else and just hypotheticals and ideas, it was time constraints and money constraints was much more difficult. Much like this was just a short passage, I was able to cover for this so-called white wolf. This final creature I've only even was able to uncover in just what essentially is a novel series called Apex Predator. And essentially, this creature is what's called a Manticore. Extremely big, very big. Have a chitinous armor that is very tough and thus resistant to not only just normal damage from weapons, but also potentially able to even ward off spells themselves, at least to some degree. I believe it's just in the sense of not necessarily a anti-magic effect, but more so just very well defended. And basically, they are creatures with claws and fangs that can supposedly tear through plate armor as if it was paper. Again, this was only words from a fictionist source, so it could very well be hyperbole, overstatements. It could, dramatic effect, if you will. But as I said, the idea that there would be a creature like this, basically, long story short, there's a lot of things here in the wild that can kill us horribly, as we have already experienced firsthand. And well, I suppose the best approach we can take to these sorts of things is to simply just be very much on our guard. do not overstrain ourselves. We don't want to be caught, exhausted or not at our best performances. And as well, to be honest, if we're even stopping for even a short rest, I should probably employ my spell and protect us the best we can. Because the West is truly wild.
I imagine at this point, as the conversation, the explanation ends and the rest of the conversation continues. Some of you are like waking up because you just passed out from all the explanation from Demir. Like the
Yes.
King. That way they can't pass out.
Demir, you had very interesting things to say, and we should all keep it in mind.
Oh, I definitely don't. Thank you. It is quite all right if you don't remember this. I have my notes written down. I possess a rather good memory myself. I more or less intend to just share this just because, well, one, I find it very interesting, and two, if worst comes to worst and we're ambushed by one of these creatures, or if something were to happen to me, it's even just being able to have a faint recollection of some of these details would no doubt come in handy.
And as he
That's
says,
that's all I got.
as he says that, we return to the present timeline. Yes.
Flashback filler.
Yeah, flashback. All right, so as you recall that conversation, you pass by the rock. It's the early afternoon, and I want, who is going to be the Pathfinder?
Probably me again.
Probably not me.
I can go in the front row with
Finding the path wasn't my problem last time. It was finding the death.
Mm.
If
You were
if
very
we're
good at
doing
it.
like survival and perception, I'd say Callum's probably slowing down everyone, like kind of like taking their time and making sure they're not rushing through the forest like on horseback anymore. Taking the time, make sure they're not stepping on things, checking for just make sure that no big beasties have their eyes on them.
All right. I will say from the very start, I've always assumed that Callahan was the scout, the lookout for the party. But all right. So you guys are okay? So if that's the case, because there are basically three speeds that you can go whenever you're doing basically a traveling section, which is slow and careful, normal, just normally walking, or a rushed trek. A rush trek, basically you cover more ground, but you're not paying attention to your surroundings. The normal is as you normally travel, and the slow and careful is you're basically quote unquote stealthing through the place, which makes it harder for creatures to encounter you. That said, it takes double the time to go through it.
I say we should go normal pace because we don't want to rush, but we don't want to give the Pathfinders any more time than we have.
Are we in a race against the Pathfinders, or is it the case that we're just worried that
We are
Pathfinders
sort of in a race.
I thought I was under the impression that this was before that they had a chance to kind of discover something like this.
Natasha said that she basically paid well to get even to be tipped off to this information first, but I mean the expectation was that the Pathfinders would still get word of it, and then it is fair to say just because this is what their job is, but even once the Pathfinders learn of it, someone might not necessarily take the job right away. So it's kind of like
Okay.
we don't know when the Pathfinders will get there, but it could be soon, it could be a while. So it's basically kind of like the sooner the better.
Yeah, that's more
Yeah.
along the lines of what I thought. Sorry, just the way that someone phrased it, I thought there was a Pathfinder group that I've somehow.
No, we don't have.
I'm sorry,
a
I'm sorry
different
We don't have
about
evil.
agency.
We don't have evil alter egos. A part of another group like Shmalahan, the Paladin, and
Is this massive book of
Rioho,
the
the
absolute idiot.
The massive book of Maul.
Oh my god, the massive book of Maul.
All right, never mind. That does sound pretty dope.
The massive book
that
of
would make
Maul.
that would make for a
Maul's
great
just for,
shield. I'm sure. I'll have it commissioned. At some stage.
This is Massive's campaign, so aren't all books of Maul massive books
Hey.
You make
just
it
for
very good point,
theatrical
Emrys.
effect.
Anyway. Anyway, Kyoho.
I'm gonna vote that we go slow, but I do understand that I'm in the minority.
Okay, so 2 votes for normal, 1 vote for slow, I believe.
I would say normal.
Normal.
Oh no, it's down to me.
Well, I've lost, so it's okay. You can you can spare me, bro.
All right, we'll go normal speed. It should be better than horse speed.
In a way, you at least, well, when you had horses, at least the horses took the brunt of the damage. Now you don't have meat shields. But, hey, now you don't have to feed horses, so that's good.
Yeah.
Feed horses with our unlimited food. Oh no.
Alright, so, Kyoho, please roll me a survival.
Oh boy, time to roll poorly.
Oh, well, it's not time to roll poorly.
Oh!
It's time to roll exceedingly well.
Incredibly spicy, bro. Incredibly spicy.
Very, very good. So, you managed to go into the west and trek and go into the Green Sea, this large expanse of just grass and hills.
And mimics.
And mimics. And
And
wasps. Yeah.
And death butterflies.
And
and
manticores.
Yes.
pathfinders.
Yes, perhaps the most dangerous of beasts, pathfinders. But you go, and elves. Don't forget about the elves. You go into this wilds, and for the first part, you actually, I'm not gonna say you recognize the hills, because it's kind of difficult to recognize just the sheer number of hills that you encounter.
It's familiar now.
Yeah, it's mostly familiar. You're at ease going through this area while keeping an eye out for monsters. So,
Yes.
you go through the first day without actually encountering any creatures. And soon,
The calm before the storm.
yes. And soon,
I
the
am
night
afraid.
comes.
Yeah, the night comes and my watch begins.
Get out.
Sorry, I'm rewatching the show.
Oh no. Just don't watch season 8. You're fine. Anyway.
Yeah.
I assume you put up the dome?
Oh yes.
No,
Anytime we're stopping for more than 10 minutes, which is the ritual cast time, I am casting that dome.
Okay.
I'm not even kidding.
Okay, so there's like patches of dome here and there where you stopped for a short rest along the way. It makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for 8 hours there's just safe havens for anyone that wants to. Yeah.
Well, as soon as he leaves.
No,
it
they can't
appears.
enter it unless I specified it. So
Oh yeah.
it's just these random
kind of-
domes that people that are opaque.
No,
domes that people
and
just,
Sev has
can't
a point.
enter.
Sev has a point. Whenever you leave, they vanish. So there's no
they're just
domes
there
left.
forever.
Ah, no. That,
Oh no. Anyway, everyone keeps a lookout as the night falls, the moons rise, and you put up the dome. So I assume you're going to keep the same watches as before.
Could I, before we start doing watches,
Yes.
just before night fully breaks, so just as everyone's setting up, can I make like a survival check to check around the area to see what kind of like tracks are around the place?
You could definitely
Like tracks, markings.
You definitely
you know,
can.
Awesome. I could also make a perception check if you prefer.
I prefer survival.
I understand. Don't worry. 14. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
All right. You look around. The ground doesn't move under you. That's good. And you go around the camp, and you miss it at first, but then you push some grass aside, and you do notice this very large poop that is about 150 feet from where you're setting up camp. It's a large, massive poop that was hidden in the tall grass.
And so if I do apologize for everyone for having to ask this. If something pooped, that means they had to squat somewhere. So what are the footprints in the area looking like?
Maybe it was flying.
Maybe
You,
it was on the go.
I presume I'd understand if it was like bird doo doo.
you possibly depends on the bird. You look around. You see. You're not able to discern what kind of creature this might be. What you do see from the broken blades of grass, it might be something big. Especially from the look of the poo.
Is there any signs of like fur or scales? Just
Nope.
to give me an idea.
Nope. You can't. That's all. That is all you found.
A furless, scaleless, pooping monster. All right, I relay that to the guys.
Thank you, Callahan. It's good to know that there is something defecating.
Look, you're giving me a bit of snap right now, but that shit that I just saw is bigger than you. So watch it.
Well, I'd rather not watch it. That's quite unpleasant, actually. I'm sure just getting near it, it must. Oh.
I feel like Callahan's like Randy in that episode of South Park, who's like, hey Sharon, look at this giant turd.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to decide, do I want to add this into my notes, or do I want to hopefully let this moment die?
Oh, it's in the bod.
Well, that's up to you. So, the dome finally rises, and you guys find your safe haven. As you all sit down, there's no fire because, you would all die of smoke inhalation. But, yay, it's warm inside.
Between Demir and maybe Callahan and Emrys, we can create lights, I'm sure.
Yes.
So it's not like it's pitch black either.
And for posterity's sake, just in case it gets called out, although I know you wouldn't. Create food and water. We all have our flavorless Callahan spam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was actually gonna ask if you were making food or water, or else you guys would just mark off a ration.
It's almost I'd almost say I'd let you know if I don't have a third level spell slot to.
Okay. Because the thing is, you haven't found any water anywhere, so you are actually going to need to create food and water to not die of thirst.
There's so much leftover food. Like, I can't imagine that the five of us are eating 45 pounds worth of food.
No, just leave it. Something will eat it.
I would rather something not follow us in the hopes that I'm just this walking buffet.
Well,
wouldn't we have filled up our water flasks while we were in the city?
Yeah, but this is the second day since you left the city.
Callan's just holding his hand really awkwardly as water's like shooting. He's like, "Oh guys, you gotta really aim it towards me. I don't know how to control this really well." Third level spellcraft, am I right?
Yeah. Okay. All right, so roll me the first watch, please. I believe it was Callahan.
Oh,
Oh
30!
my god.
30!
Callahan, you see everything.
What do I like? Is there anything interesting that I see at night? Like with a 30, do I get any like cool special event unlocked or anything like that?
You do hear a lot of noises that you didn't hear the first time you were here. Very distant, not anywhere close, but you do hear something. You hear howling at first, very far away, very very far away. And then you hear a roar. Then you hear signs of struggle, a fight possibly. Then you hear another roar. And that is it for that event.
Spicy. I guess I spent the rest of the thing. Like I'm sure, I'd say while Callum was there back in Westreach, the whole thing with Kyoho and like reviving someone and that kind of fucking with his ideology of like, you die, you die.
Mm-hmm.
He probably picked up like a book, like just a regular book, so he's just kind of flipping through that.
Okay, so he just picked up a random book back at the inn.
Yeah, like just like a nice novel.
Okay. So the novel is actually called The Twisting Tales. And you will find out once you read a little bit more about it. Second watch,
World
please. I believe
It was. Am I second?
I don't know if it was Kyoho or Amaris.
I believe I was third, and I was being swapped out for Terry while I was dead.
Yeah, I can go.
Okay.
I'll go.
Okay, Amaris, go.
Go on, Emrys.
Perception, right?
Yeah. All right. You keep a lookout. It's dark. It's difficult to see, but nothing really bothers you. You're in the dome. Nothing really approaches you. You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I want to point out, when Terry replaced Kyoho, he failed every single perception check during his watch, and it was the most perfect thing ever.
It was a critical one.
I filled with a natural.
time.
Yes. Yeah, with a natural one.
It was.
Did Demir tell everyone this, by the way?
Yeah,
Or
we
does
did
only
because we
Demir know?
like
Yeah.
after the second time we all like had like an intervention. We're like, "Come on, Terry, you gotta stay up. Like this is important."
No,
And
basically, we're all in agreement that Terry's not allowed to do what. Or he has
Oh,
to-
absolutely.
or
We
he
just
has
let
to
the
be a
man
last
sleep.
one.
We're like, look, he's 60. Like, it's on us for making him do the watches in the first place.
Yeah, he is an old man.
He is an old dwarf. Yeah. Kyoho, then it's your turn.
Alrighty then.
Damn. Damn.
It's a good feeling, isn't
Anti
it?
Terry.
It's a good feeling. Yeah.
26 is a great number to have.
Callahan,
30.
Callahan, no. Kyoho, you're almost paranoid at this point. And there is a moment where you actually hear, far in the distance, the buzzing of wings. Very familiar buzzing. Kyoho, mark off 1 stress point.
I have no idea.
Oh, you'll know. But the watch continues, and nothing else happens. And then the Demir's turn. I'm gonna roll for him. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, Demir.
Can I give him one of my mall hero points? Because I've got.
I mean, I was gifted a hero point. I'll use that.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
I've got the good man, the good book of
You can't give him hero points.
All right.
You can purchase them in chat.
I'll stick with that 7.
Okay, Demir, you almost fall asleep. Not paying it. Not paying it. Yeah, there was a lot of thinking involved, and luckily, when you guys wake up, Demir still awake, not like Terry, but luckily, as you guys wake up, nothing seems to have happened, and another day of traveling begins. Yoho, the Pathfinder. Go ahead and roll us another survival, please.
Let me just check something real quick. Survival.
All right.
And that's an ability check, isn't it?
It is an ability check, yes.
So that would be at a -1 now, right?
Yes. Do you wish to use your hero point or stick with the 8?
I'm going to use my hero point.
All right, that's up to you. 13. All right. So, just so everyone knows, stress rules. It's the new stress rules. Whenever someone has a stress point, their ability checks and rolls become with minus their stress points. So it's just to simulate the wear and tear that you're getting, and including certain fears at certain times. But Gyoho, you feel tense, and you're not paying as good an eye out for trails and whatnot during this travel, because you're reaching that point where you encountered the mimic and the wasp. You're not going through exactly the same route, but you are reaching that point, and you're paying more attention to your surroundings and less attention to actually going through the right path west where you're trying to go. You don't exactly get lost, but it reaches a point where you feel, while the others might not feel this, you feel like your progress wasn't as good as you thought it would be.
Yeah.
However, you reach nightfall. As the moons rise, you begin to cast the dome, Demir. And you do cast the dome. And another watch begins. Callahan, roll me a perception. God damn!
Thank you, everyone. This is 2 sessions in a row. I had 4 natural ones, one after the other. I'm glad it's all coming at me now.
God.
Callahan is just so perceptive that even when he's sleeping, he's still keeping watch with his ears. Like,
Yeah, Callahan's not actually keeping watch. He's just asleep, but it doesn't matter.
Sleep means nothing to him. Sleep's just a frame of mind, boys. Sometimes you just gotta do better.
Callahan is just a pair of wide open eyes at this point. Callahan, as you're sitting there with your novel, and you're not paying super close attention to the novel since you are so perceptive of your surroundings, but it's reached.
Sure.
Yeah.
Surely be the opposite. I don't need to pay attention to my surroundings. Because I already know.
You know what? I'm gonna go with that, because you're reading a novel, but your ears are well attuned.
Yeah, I just have that like extra sensory, like my sixth sense. Like Callahan's mother went to a lot of psychics while she was pregnant with him, and it just rubbed off on him.
Okay. You're reading a book, and it's reached a point where the hero, a man called Rogan, has now began to flirt with the king's daughter. It's getting very weirdly spicy and very detailed of that event. Weirdly too detailed. You're realizing that you picked up an erotic book at this point.
Yeah, well, Callahan only reads erotic novels for the plot anyway, so
The plot is quite decent. Yes. The main character is a bit of a Gary Stew, but in almost likable and enjoyable way. So it works out. Anyway, you keep on your watch, and as Rogan takes a princess and chucks her into bed, you hear movement outside of the dome.
I'm visibly pissed that there's an interruption here.
Hmm.
I immediately get to my feet and I start looking around. Like,
Alright.
what's my natural 30 seeing?
Here's the thing: it's completely dark around. You barely see anything just because of the moonlight, but
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
you
yeah.
hear a lot of movement from several different sources.
What does it kind of sound like? Insects again, or is it more like beasties?
It's sounding like a lot of footsteps, a lot of from several legged beasts, and a lot of snarling and smelling. It's almost like dogs.
And I'd have like a fairly alright grasp as to like where the sounds are coming from.
Oh yes.
Or is it,
Very good grasp.
is it more the idea that it's
They
completely surrounded?
seem to be surrounding the dome, and walking almost in circles around the dome, and you hear a lot of sniffing, as if sniffing the air.
In that case, can I cast from kind of like the palm of my hand? Or no, sorry. Maybe like around like kind of like the collarbone of like my chest plate.
Mhm.
The light spell.
It
to
does
kinda
not
get,
go
like, a
through. It
wide-
does not go through. The light does not go through the dome.
Oh, would light not go through?
Nope.
Okay. Fair play to Mirror. You've got a great spell. All right. In that case, who's up? Who's after me for the watch?
That would be
Hey.
Emerus. Yeah.
I relay this to Emrys and just ask like, do you want me to stay up with you or anything? Like, I know Demir's dome was good for it and all. You're gonna have to pass this on to whoever's next and make sure that before the last watch, Demir is well aware that he might have to recast this thing ASAP.
I will be fine, I'm sure. I will wake everyone if there is an issue.
And as you say that, Emerus, suddenly you'll hear a thud on the outside of the dome, and you look up. The little light that is coming from the moons is enough to see two large paw prints pressing against the dome, and the snout. As you hear, if you have dogs and you ever had a dog sniff under a door, just very loudly and very comically, but doing that as the snout is just pressed against the dome and sniffing the dome very loudly.
What are the rulings for me wanting to? So I like I said earlier, 45 pounds of food is a hefty feast. Can I like throw food at the dome
You can
and hope
actually
it makes them scatter?
you can throw food if you stick your arm out. Like if you try to throw
food off
something,
to the side, not directly at them.
This
But,
the
yeah.
But your arm's not near them.
the Calispam, right?
Using the Calispam, can I like get an animal handling check to like make them calm, or like to kind of tell if they're hungry or if they just want to throw hands?
Not really using an animal handling check. You can throw it and see what they do.
Yeah, all right, I'm
It
gonna.
doesn't
I'm gonna
help.
throw them.
It doesn't help that you can't actually see them. Just this one that is very close.
Are you sure you don't want me to stay up? I mean, I can throw some meat at it and see what it does, and I don't know, maybe have a quick laugh. But
They shouldn't.
It seems to crash against the dome again, aggressively, as if trying to test it.
There shouldn't be any way for it to penetrate this dome, and if it does, then I can wake you all up. But
Or-
if you
if you want, I can light a torch, throw it off to the side so we can at least see the thing.
well, we could. I mean, would it not be wiser to simply wait, as it may just go by sunrise?
Yeah, and I suppose it probably can't smell us or anything through the dome anyway, so it's probably just walked into the dome and was like, "Oh, what the fuck is this?"
Yes, exactly.
All right, have a good night. Don't read my book, and I took it under my pillow with my sleeping bag.
All right.
Okay.
Callahan, roll me a wisdom saving throw. All right. Callahan.
I'm gonna use one of those hero points if that's okay.
That's fair.
They're running out, so
Yeah.
fair. I'll take the 11 if that's all right with you.
Okay. Yes, you can take the 11.
I think it's the same answer either way.
Callahan, it's difficult, but you barely manage to fall asleep while surrounded by these creatures that you know with your ungodly perception are in fact still surrounding you and testing out the dome from time to time. But you do manage to sleep. While Emerus, you're paying attention. Roll me a perception.
I'm paying attention.
You're so heavily focused on every single noise that appears from everywhere that it's almost like you're trying to focus on so many things you can't focus on one thing. You do hear movement, but then you don't know if it's the freaking wolves or if it's the freaking just a little critter. You're freaking out. You're really freaking out. You gain 1 stress point. But nothing seems to happen until Yoho's turn.
Alright, I relay to Kyoho. Kyoho, there is some kind of large wolf creature outside the dome. Oh, is it still here? I assume it's still here, right?
It's not right outside the dome, so you're with that perception, you're not really sure. There's so many noises, you can't focus.
Kyoho, there was a large, dangerous wolf creature outside the dome. Just letting you know. Be careful of it. I'm sure you'll be fine, but it was just kind of slowly, like, gets into their kind of sleeping bag.
Okay.
Kind of
Emerus, roll me a wisdom saving throw while you're at it.
Okay. Let me just write down the stress. you know, I might use a hero point.
That's up to you.
Yeah.
Okay. You do manage to get some sleep. It's quite easy for you because even though you're stressed, you still you focus and you're able to sleep. Kyoho, roll me a perception.
Okay. 15.
15. You're looking around and trying to listen, and you, unlike the humans, actually have dark vision, which helps in the dark. And you actually notice these large wolves walking around the dome. From a distance, they are actually taking quite the distance from the dome. But you do see them roaming around that area.
Mm.
You do count. I'd say with that you do count. There's around 6 or 7 of them.
All right.
But then your watch ends as they don't seem to approach, and by the end of your watch, you actually don't see them anymore.
All right.
And it's Demir's turn. The last watch.
I will tell Demir about them when I get him up.
Okay.
There were wolves around outside. They seem to have backed off, but careful.
Sorry, I was muted. Thank you for that, Yoho. I will make sure to keep my eye out.
All right.
Do I need to roll wisdom?
Nope, you don't. You're fairly certain they're not around anymore. And well, Demir, you don't see anything. You don't see the wolves. You don't see any signs of them. And then the night ends, and the dome begins to disappear as the 8 hours are up, and everyone is awake.
So, do I still have my stress,
Yes.
even though I slept?
Yes. It was not a restful slumber. It would need to be next long rest if you sleep.
All right.
It's like you can't gain the stress and then in the same long rest remove it.
Damn.
Does that mean my stress from the other day went away?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, your stress does go away, Kyoho.
Yay.
So, did the rest of you see that wolf creature? Is it still here?
I
I
did
saw
not
multiple
see it.
wolves. They seem to have backed off before I woke Demir up.
Well.
I say we make haste and keep our wits about us, especially from the rear.
Before
Yes.
we all jump off, probably picking up on Emerus's concern, can I make a check to see if the wolves truly are gone, or if they're kind of like still in the area and like watching us?
Roll perception to see if you see anything.
Gladly. Gladly, boys. What was that? Natural 20 became a 26? Let's go.
So, Callahan, you look around, and as you pick up your equipment, there's a moment where you catch out of the corner of your eye movement in a speck in the distance, moving away, just from one piece of shrubbery to another, and then gone. There's something around you guys somewhere.
I just let everyone know that we ought to be quite careful while we're traversing this area.
Perhaps we could.
I'll go in the back and I'll keep watch for whatever's following us.
We could leave more quietly, perhaps.
Are you opting to go the slow and steady route?
Callahan would say yes again. He's probably just been like, oh, we should probably go slow, guys, but like not push for it.
Maybe go down to go slow and then ramp back up, like after a couple hours. Normal.
Ooh, a little half and a half. I like it.
That's fair.
I'm up for that.
Okay.
Alright.
Everyone roll me a stealth, please.
Oh boy, it feels good to not have to minus anything. Somebody already bought a point.
Callahan,
Here.
you have
There's
this
only one
advantage,
point
by the way.
left. And I'm fairly certain that Emrys used their hero point already, right?
Yep.
Did, yeah.
So I can't reroll my 10.
Doesn't Sketch's chain shirt give me not a disadvantage? Was not part of the whole shtick of it.
Oh shit, you're right.
Can I buy a hero point?
Might I purchase one of your wares, sir?
You can buy a hero point if you so wish. There is still one.
Oh, I actually
available.
I do have another hero point because I was gifted one.
Yeah, you were
That's
gifted
that,
one.
bro.
You know, I think this might be a good use.
That is up to
A
you.
good use of a hero point.
Oh God.
I'm just
Oh
gonna...
yeah.
So
Nice.
my hero points this session were a natural 1 and 1 higher than the
Wow.
previous roll.
Aren't you
One out of five.
glad? Aren't you glad you used the hero points?
Well, let's see what mine gets. Oh, I'm pretty glad I used mine.
Nice. So you got a 19, we got another 19, we got a 17, and then we got a 10 and an 8. All right. So 3 of you are keeping a low profile, while 2 others, Demir is oblivious as per usual, and Kyoho is too focused on pathfinding to actually be stealthy.
Should I roll that pathfinding?
Yes, please roll that pathfinding.
Okay, I am focused on it, not
Emrys,
badly focusing on them.
Emrys and Callahan this whole time, they've just they've got like, or at least Emrys has. I'm pretty sure Callahan will also do this when you hear what it is. Emrys has like got some cloth up like around their mouth.
Oh yeah, I know
kind
where
of,
we're
like,
going.
Lowered down, holding their hands in like
Absolutely.
strange kind of hand signs, and just like Team Shadow Ninja.
This all started as a ploy to make Emrys feel better about themselves, and now Callahan is 100% bought into the mythos.
Oh no.
And he just hums to himself, just like his own little theme song of like Team Shadow Ninja. Dun, dun.
All right. You continue on then, and as you walk. Oh, by the way, Terry, please roll me a perception because you're keeping watch on the back.
Can you roll for me? I'm sorry. I would have texted you.
Ah. No,
I'm
okay.
so sorry. My brother started cooking, and the dog. She was in my room. She was like, "Hey, let's go there." I'm sorry.
Hey, I require smells, please. Yeah, no, that's an 11. Unless you want to use a hero point.
Yeah, I'll use my hero point.
Okay. Let's see. That's a 6. So
Well, that was a stealth, so that means you have to re-roll it, right?
nope. So it's an 8. Good job. All right. No
Never
worries. No
All right.
worries.
We're gonna die this session. We haven't even gotten to combat, and we have no hero
Dude,
points.
you guys will. I've been rolling
Okay.
real good this session.
So as you guys are walking, suddenly, Callahan, you're the first to notice. You look around, and you're pretty sure you're surrounded.
By wolves again.
You're not sure, but you see a lot of creatures moving and rushing closer and closer to your direction. And
I
then
yell at Demir the
Before
down.
anything's brought up, Emra's this. I'm assuming we've been doing this anyway, but Emra's will have casted Mage Armor upon leaving.
That's fair. That's
as
fair.
they have been doing the whole time.
That's fair. I know the mirror has also done that. That's fair.
Yeah.
So
Demir, mage armor, or the other one, the hut, the tiny hut.
That takes a minute to cast, even if
Oh, does it? Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Because I definitely had that idea, and then I saw the cast time, and I was like, "Oof, never
No,
mind."
that's fair enough. Okay,
so you say that, and you see
in
them.
that case, I let everyone know. Then, yeah.
Okay.
I would have told everyone that. So
Yeah, you let everyone know. Callahan, you're the only reason why they are not getting a surprise round. But I want everyone to roll me the initiative.
This is exactly what we've trained for. Everyone assume your combat positions. Emra's has got
One
like a
straight
bit
in.
of paper with like incomprehensible notes on it.
That's fair.
I won't use my Maul hero point for the initiative if that's all right.
You can. You definitely can.
No, I'd rather not. Just in case it comes up later.
Don't worry, we're in the same boat here.
Callahan is so busy on making sure everyone else isn't surprised that it delays him.
He's too busy trying to remember what Emma said. It was like, oh, something about swarms and 5 squares equals 15. I don't understand.
Oh. Give me a moment. Cause I messed up on stream.
Stream will be right back.
Yes, the stream will be right back. I just rejoin. Wow, thank you guys for making me feel awesome right now.
No, this is just technical difficulty music. What are you talking about? It happens all the time.
Uh-huh. Let's see.
I also stream regularly. Technical difficulties happen all the time.
But just so we can all just point our fingers around, how do you spell my username out of curiosity?
What? What, sarcastrophe?
Yeah, you added in so many extra letters.
Please, give me the correct version if you don't mind.
It's right though. It does say sarcastrophe, but just in a very bizarre manner.
Hey,
It's
I
spelled
accomplished
correct from a
something.
certain point of view.
But no, because I saw it and I was like, "What the fuck does that say?" And I was like, "Oh, that's me."
Wow, I am an idiot. I am.
No, fair play. I know. Like this has been going on since last session, anyway. It seems.
Oh yeah, no, it's been going on for a couple of sessions.
Is it actually savage, bro? Yo, keep at it. I'm not gonna hold that
Just
to
spell it a little bit worse every single time.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, fair play.
There we go.
That's Vivian, that's a good one.
Fucking hate you guys. Oh my god.
All right, and now all the wolves descend upon us and kill Callahan first.
Oh fuck. Okay.
And a stupid name.
All right. So I hope. Oh shit. Where's the Whatever. Screw it. You guys roll. All right. So.
I think the turn order's a little bit weird.
It's because I didn't fix it. There we go. It's their turn. it's their turn first. That's good. All right, so you see these wolves all around you, closing in, baring their fangs. Large wolves, not really horse size. That's a good term, but very large wolves as they rush towards you guys with their movement. Okay, he gets to you. Yeah, he gets to you. Ooh, okay.
Oh, we've got a wolf each.
Some have 2.
Damn. Callahan, you're hugging all the wolves to yourself. I can't believe it.
Sorry, guys.
Those
Gee,
of
When
us
you're
that
first-
How
die.
come
They
this
spe-
combat
they
let you
smell the
have
spam
2
on me.
wolves?
Funny
I've all just,
enough,
like,
one of the
spam grease.
wolves actually has to do a dash action because he won't reach the mirror otherwise.
What
So
a
the
shame.
tankiest character isn't gonna get attacked.
Yes. All right. As they rush, one of the wolves takes a deep breath and releases this powerful howl that reverberates through you. I want all of you to do a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh boy!
Are they white wolves at all?
Oh boy!
Yes, they are white wolves, by the way.
All right, all right.
We're gonna check their privilege.
Oh
You
no,
know,
they're gonna
if
make us
it's
play
Rand,
Vampire the Masquerade.
Rand TPKs us right after drawing our characters. That's his. That's his.
That's on him, yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah.
if it happens, it wasn't planned, but it would still be funny.
Uh-huh.
It
Or
would
he
be the-
lured us into
yes.
a false sense of security.
So-
Like we'll never see this coming.
The art was like to remember us by.
So,
Yeah.
can I talk? Is that allowed? Okay.
Yes.
So, all of you are currently frightened as immediately your worst fears come to mind and you start trembling uncontrollably and your body seize up as all of you are restrained.
Callahan, help! All of the wolves are Arthur Dane.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's the Dane time.
Yes,
Sir Arthur Dane,
Okay,
you see an Arthur Dane walking on all fours as it's rushing towards you.
to clarify, is this like are we, like frightened as a condition, or is this like a special like
It's a condition.
They're
It's a
paralyzed
condition.
in place? Okay.
It's a
There we
condition.
go.
It's a condition, and you are both frightened and restrained. So they are going to all have advantage against you guys. So,
Okay.
first the one on Kyoho. Kyoho, what's your AC?
My armor class would be a 15.
15. That is a hit. Kyoho, you take a whopping 5 points of damage as it's biting into your arm. Callahan, you take 2 attacks.
Oh.
One of them bites into your armor, does not seem to pierce your armor, even though you're frozen stiff. The other one definitely hits your armor,
Oof.
and you take, not bad, 4 points of damage.
Okay, even 40.
Yeah. So that is 1 for Emerus. Emerus, that's a natural 20.
Oh!
Alright, so
Arthur, no!
as Arthur Dane bites into your neck, you take 12 points of damage.
The Scooby-Doo Arthur Dane joke is even deeper because Scooby's a Great Dane.
Oh no. Oh no. You didn't. Okay, 1 against Terry. That is the hit. I regret not sending all the wolves against Kyoho. Terry, you take 11 points of damage. And, well, the one against the mirror had to dash to reach the mirror, so No dice. All right. So, at the start of your turn, Demir, roll wisdom saving throw to see if you continue to be restrained.
Nope.
You continue to be frozen solid as your worst fears in front of you. You feel almost like you can't breathe, and you remember this feeling.
You asshole. So I can't.
Yes, you're
All right,
restrained, so
hold
you
on.
can't use actions.
Even if all it is a verbal component.
Yes.
Damn it! All right.
All right, Terry, wisdom saving throw, please. Imagine if they had a, a surprise run on you guys. Anyway,
Did you say that you can't use actions because he's restrained?
yeah.
Restraint doesn't stop you from using actions, does it?
Move speed 0, advantage against you, disadvantage for your attacks.
Oh,
and disadvantage
yeah.
Dexterity, yeah.
I was.
It's incapacitated. Yeah, it's
I
incapacitated.
was in fact mistaking it for incapacitated. Demir, you do in fact, or you are in fact able to do stuff. You just feel sluggish and unable to move, almost as if you're underwater.
You're just an ass. So all right. Okay, so with that in mind, what I'm gonna do? Sorry.
Oh, I forgot to mention, all of you gain 1 stress.
Okay.
Amaris, you have 2.
All right. Okay. So if that's the case, then and I actually do get to move. What or not really move, but do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
That is a way of moving without moving.
I'm gonna yeet out of there.
Yeet yourself.
Okay, so this is 30 feet. They're just 30 feet. Would I be able to get there and up on that high ground, or would that add too much movement that I couldn't?
That adds too much movement. You're right at the edge.
Okay, so instead, I'm gonna kind of just move back right here,
Boop.
which is 30 feet.
Yep.
All right, and then I'm gonna have a disadvantage, but on the attack, but I don't really have anything else I could do. I'm gonna cast Firebolt on the one that is closest, that's attacking Kyoho.
Oh, okay. Roll that attack.
All right, and so disadvantage.
Twice.
Indubitably.
Hey, that's actually good. Now I roll well. Jeez.
And that is actually a hit.
The 15's a hit?
Yes. All right.
Oh, that was definitely both ends of the spectrum right there.
All right. So,
10 and a 1.
11 points of damage as it hits the wolf. It whines for a moment and then just shakes it off. And you see the coating is a bit singed, but it continues as if nothing happened. Terry, it is your turn.
Can I keep that wisdom save?
Yeah, you're gonna keep your wisdom safe.
All right. So Terry is going to take a deep breath and target this wolf with Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay. So the wolf fails the
It's a
saving throw.
wisdom's. Yes.
You've used Tasha's enough that I know.
Yeah.
I remember.
Hello. Yeah. So that's my turn.
What about? Wait. Oh yeah.
That's an action.
Yeah. That's an action. So
Yeah, and he did the and he did the wisdom saving throw earlier. So
I am looking just. Fuck it. He's double over, just laughing. There we go.
Yes.
Hyena time.
Yeah. Basically a hyena, a large wolf hyena. But Terry, you are no longer restrained. You are still frightened, though.
Okay.
Kyoho, it's your turn. As you see in
wisdom.
front of you a giant wasp. No, actually, the wisdom comes at the end of your turn. I just assumed you guys wouldn't have any actions because I thought wrong. And there we go.
Okay. I'm gonna try and attack this wolf wasp.
Are you guys still posting weird names in chat?
maybe.
I haven't for several minutes.
Uh-huh. Go ahead, Sev. Do it.
Okay, let me just hit this disadvantage button before I try to hit with my
Okay.
sword. Oh boy.
You swing, but your swing is weak, and the creature just ducks out of the way.
Alright, I get a second attack.
Even worse, you lose grip on your sword. You manage to catch it at the last moment, but you look at your hands. You're trembling.
Alright, I'm gonna try and hit with my unarmed strike.
You go for a kick. You actually do hit and kick.
Oh.
However, it doesn't. As you hit, it's almost like hitting a brick wall.
Oh boy. Good thing my unarmed strikes count as magical for the purposes of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magic attacks with damage.
And somehow you break through that brick wall. I forgot. I didn't remember if it was next level or this level.
That's this level.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
I rolled max damage. Nice.
Yeah. Nice. All right. So Gyoho, that's your turn. Roll a wisdom.
I just wait. I'm not at disadvantage on that, but I still failed.
Yeah. You're still.
Taking the first roll, it's still a failure.
Yeah. You're still.
You got that
frightened.
RNG 1 out of the way.
Sure.
Twice.
Twice. Emrys, it's your turn. You see. Sure, you see Arthur in front of you.
Arthur Dane, but Scooby
Roro.
How is Arthur Dane here? And on all fours, no. Emra's, kind of horrified at the sight of this Arthur Dane wolf biting them, but steals themselves, begins casting a spell, raises their hands around them, kind of almost as if they're like hugging themselves, and just mutters out, "Shroud me in the chaos of the unknowable," and casts Blink.
Ooh, okay. So roll that blink to see if you vanish at the end of your turn.
Yes, I will. I vanish.
You vanish. Also roll wisdom to see if you're still frightened. Scooby.
Still frightened though.
Still very.
Running away to the astral plane.
You are
Bye-bye.
running away to the astral plane. I'm just gonna put a red marker on you.
Mm-hmm.
Callahan, suddenly Emrys disappeared behind you, as Kyoho doesn't seem to be able to fight it as well as she normally would. And also Demir just vanished to a few feet away. But you're fighting
Man,
two
if
of
only
these
I were
things.
level 7, I could just go, not frightened.
Yeah, if only you were level
So-
7.
Emrys is gone, or
Yeah.
Emrys is teleported behind me?
No, Emrys disappeared.
Yeah, Emry's like did a spell and then vanished.
Just presumes that that's all according to plan. He's like, yeah, great job. So going with the new battle tactics, Shield of Faith on himself, and
Okay.
then Toll the Dead, if all possible.
Your AC is now what, 20, 21?
The AC is 20, yeah, and
20,
then
okay.
for the Wisdom saving throw, it's going to be 15. Made by the wolf.
That is a
right from-
natural 20 from the wolf.
Wow, that's a pretty cool wolf.
All right.
No, in that case, yeah. I could try and run away. If I move back,
Both of them will get an attack opportunity.
yeah.
You do got
I'm
pretty high
already doing
AC, so that's up to you.
Yeah, I'm also trying to do my best not to make like the Harry Potter meme joke where it's like, I take my move to check the king. Like, Ron, no. I don't know if you guys like it's been popping up everywhere in my life recently, so
No.
it's very very ingrained in my head right now.
I will say, after you, even if you move and they use their reactions, it's their turn next. So then they would just get their reactions back after that.
And I'm even thinking, no matter where I go, I'm still going to be
Actually, you
surrounded by
can't move
wolves.
because you're still restrained, Callahan.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm gonna make
yeah.
my wisdom to.
Yeah, at the end of your
wisdom,
turn.
or is it... Yeah, in that case, I'll just end my turn.
Okay, and your turn. Roll that wisdom. You managed to overcome the fear long enough to feel your body able to move again. You're still frightened though.
It's just a shield of faith, maybe like relaxing me, where I'm like, okay,
That makes
take a breath,
complete
shield of
sense.
faith, the AC, let's go.
Yeah, when you cast Shield of Faith, you see a giant mini book of Maul appear around you like a cloak almost.
The massive book of Maul, is that what we're going with?
The
here?
massive book of Maul, yes.
No, if you're wearing it, it's the Mantle Book of Wall.
Ooh!
Ooh. Okay, nice. All right. So first of all, I'm gonna roll for the laughing wolf. Just want to check something. Oh yeah, no. Okay. So the laughing wolf passes the saving throw, so he's no longer laughing. But that's the end of his turn. And now for one attack against Kyoho. Kyoho, you're still frightened, right?
I am still spooked and restrained.
Yeah. So that is a hit on Kyoho. Kyoho,
Chuckles, I'm in danger.
you take 5 points of damage. Again.
Oh no, not another 5 points of damage.
Yeah. So, 2 attacks against Callahan, who is no longer frightened, which means they will not be at advantage. Well, he is still frightened, but no longer restrained.
Yeah.
So,
they crit.
a natural 1 and a hit.
Okay.
Ooh. So for the hit,
Ooh.
I'll roll for the concentration now.
Callahan, you take 10 points of damage. And roll that concentration.
Alright, so that should be 19.
Oh, yeah, no. You just need a 10. And 2 for Terry, who's also not restrained. Terry, I rolled double 4s. Congratulations.
4 for 4. Fantastic 4.
No. Demir, it is your turn.
I just have. I feel bad for this, but what about the one wolf that was next to me, but then I teleported away?
It's the one laughing.
Oh, that's the one. Oh, okay, right. I forgot.
But
about
he
that.
stopped
Okay.
laughing at the end of his turn.
Gotcha.
Serious wolf time.
Yes.
All right. Let me just. So he's no longer laughing. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast. I'm I'm just gonna go for another firebolt against the creature again. Actually, no. What I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on the
There
on the
it is.
Let me
so
go get
on
the
the
hand.
right there to the right of the wolf.
Let me
Actually,
get
no.
the
To the
hand.
to the left. To the left. To the
Take it
left.
back,
To the
Mojo.
left.
One hop
Everything
this
you own
time.
in a box to the left.
Both with different songs.
Different songs.
Here? Or here?
Yeah.
Slightly
All right.
superior.
No. Above Kyoho.
Okay. So, Kyoho, the Earthen Grasp forms next to you. Let's see.
It should be a cons.
Fail the saving throw.
Alright, woo. It's not, for as much as I use the spell, it's not often that it actually does anything.
Yeah, yeah.
For some reason I don't have my... I accidentally got rid of my hotkey for this, for the
Oops.
save throw. Okay, so I have to do roll
2d6
2d6.
bludgeoning damage. It takes 8 points of damage.
Yep, and it will be restrained.
It is currently restrained, like you guys were.
Ha! Oh, how the tables turn.
How the turns have tabled.
Turns table.
Alright, Demir, roll a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Oh, shoot, that was accidentally a disadvantage, but...
Oh. Alright. That's a
I guess
20
it'll be
then.
that first one.
No, oh, actually, that's a 19, but that's still a pass. Alright, you're no longer restrained. Cool. Terry, it's your turn. You're being double teamed by wolves.
Terry will turn to this one, which is also closer to Emrys, and will try to hit him with the stick.
Okay.
No, you know what? No. He's going to spit on the wolf as he casts poison spray.
Oh, okay. So you all hear Terry go,
Exactly.
trying to go for the biggest loogie ever, and then as he spits, this green spit just sprays everywhere in front of the wolf.
Emrys right
needs
now
to roll
is
a
so
constitution.
glad they're in the astral plane.
But unfortunately, Terry, I am so sorry, but he actually passes the saving throw.
Okay, so it's save or suck. So
Yeah, it is.
sucks.
But that was a high roll. Oh my god, double 11s.
Oh yeah, it was. It would have been a good damage. One more thing. Can I roll nature on these particular wolves, or are they common wolves?
They do not appear to be common wolves. Common wolves don't incite fear into your mind. You can roll nature, yeah. Okay. You're reminded of the fable that the Mir talked about the white wolves and their abilities to...
Masquerade. Listen.
Do you want to die again? Is that what's going on? Is that what you're trying to do? That's
I
particularly
told
another
you
character.
if I wanted Kyoho to die, I would tell you.
Okay, cool.
That
Anyway,
doesn't stop you from doing it anyway. But
you've heard about these wolves. They're called Reagan wolves by some of the folk where you lived. They are a pack of extremely resilient wolves. It seems like weapons are barely able to pierce their heights, and they have a howl that incites fear into prey and paralyzes them, which allows them to hunt pretty much any prey in the area. There are few animals that can match them in strength, but aside from that, you don't know that a lot more.
Okay. Thank you, and that's my turn.
Okay, Kyoho.
alright. There's still this wolf in front of me, and I'm still restrained, right?
Yeah.
So, yes, I'm gonna try and hit it with my sword again.
Go ahead and try and
Wait,
hit
I'm
it.
at disadvantage. Let me hit that again. That'll be the second roll for that. Then I'll click the disadvantage button.
So that's a 12.
Yeah.
Not a hit. Again,
Okay.
your hands
I
are
rolled,
still
I
shaking.
rolled a 13, and you let it be a hit last time because you forgot the -1, I guess.
I guess.
Okay. Second attack.
I'm not taking it back. Yeah.
Actually, wait. Not second attack. I have abilities that are good.
I assume you do.
I'm gonna spend a key point to raise that 13 to a 15. So actually to a 14.
Okay.
And does that hit?
Yeah, no, yeah. If it's a 14,
Okay.
that's a hit.
Boom.
Okay. So that's an 8. You steel yourself, focus, remember your training, and you slash the creature.
Alright. Second attack. Now with disadvantage turned on, I'm not spending anything on that. But I used a key point as part of my attack
Go
action,
ahead.
which means I get to do a weapon attack. Oh!
That's a hit.
Yeah!
9. Okay, the creature looks incredibly hurt. Like, incredibly hurt. It's... Oh, by the way. You wouldn't have had disadvantage because it was restrained.
Oh, that's right.
Well, either way, either of the second
we'll
the
just-
second roll was a miss.
we'll-
But
I'll just go with the 13, the 11, and the 14 then, I guess.
it's fine.
I still would have missed. So.
Yeah,
whatever.
it's to make up you wouldn't have hit last time. Whatever. So the creature is being held down by the hand, and you're
Yeah.
able to steel yourself long enough to slash at it. Roll a wisdom saving throw to see if you are still restrained.
Oop.
Fear of death is not something you overcome easily, and you didn't fully overcome it. But against this foe, you know you can kill it. This isn't a wasp, this is a wolf. Emrys, you appear.
I am no longer restrained?
You are no longer restrained.
Am I still a scared?
Yes. But not enough
Making
to
sure.
be restrained. Yeah.
Just making sure that I take the right
Yeah.
indicators up.
What basically the fear lasts for a certain amount of time, regardless of passing the subsequent saving throws.
Okay.
So Emrys, you appear where?
Well, I mean, I'm still restrained, right? So
Yeah, but this is a teleportation, so you can just appear within 10
oh
feet.
yeah, I can just okay.
Not a
Well,
lot of
I think it was
choices,
like
though.
you're moving while you're in the. Okay.
Oh,
well, if you're
yeah, no, I'm
around-
gonna say it's teleportation.
All right, cool. In that case, so 10 feet, I will go. You know, I might just stay there.
Yeah, I was thinking that there's literally no place you can go that won't get you a wolf.
Yeah, Emrys is just going to stay there next to Callahan. Emrys just kind of pops back into existence.
There we go.
And just kind of looks to Callahan. Callahan, don't worry, my powers are displacing me from this physical realm. You don't need to worry when I disappear.
So they're intentionally displacing you from this realm.
Yes. And then Emrys sets their sights on.
Which wolf?
Can I see the two wolves that are like? Can I see the wolf on the other side of Callahan?
You
I
can
assume I
see all
see
of
the
them.
one that's
Yeah, they're large creatures.
All right. In that case, Emrys kind of raises a hand, and from their fingers, this kind of like purplish crackling energy begins to like swirl and form into these kind of like two kind of tendrils,
Uh-huh.
as they just tendrils of the unknowable god coalesce into this reality and bind the fates of these lost souls. As Emrys is casting Tasha's Mind Whip, and I'm using Meta Magic Twinned Spell
Ooh,
in order to twin it and cast it on both of the wolves that are next to Callahan.
very nice. So, intelligence saving throws. Okay,
Yes.
I.
They both saved, didn't they?
Not only that, I rolled 2 natural 20s.
Well, you know, what can you do?
I am so sorry. I just
Except
rolled.
die. We can die. That's what we can do.
I'm gonna take a photo because that's beautiful.
You know, that's still a bit of damage.
It's okay. They're not doing enough damage to us to out damage them.
Oh my god, that 2 natural fucking 20. Okay. Anyway, yeah, no, they passed.
Well, I mean, they still take 6 damage, so...
That is true. That is true.
That's good. That's good.
Oh shit! I put their HP at 6. No.
Yes!
All right. They seem to
And-
completely ignore what you do, Emrys.
Yeah, these kind of whips kind of lash out and just kind of strike at them, but they don't manage to take hold.
Yeah. Oh, roll
And,
to poof.
disappear.
Yeah.
Emrys disappears.
Oh shit!
And,
And a wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw.
save.
Yeah. You pass. So I think the mirror is the only one.
well, that's a 15. Is that
No,
something?
It's still a pass. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Actually, no. Wait. The mirror failed, right?
I think I did. I might have not added the token.
The mirror, you roll a 13. No, you passed.
Oh, yay.
Yay.
Yee.
Yee. So none of you are frightened or restrained, just frightened. Callahan, it is your turn. You're fighting 2 wolves.
What do I know offhand about like Orion? Or sorry, Orion.
About what? Sorry.
Lord of the Skies.
Yes.
Like they're one of the old gods. I don't know how.
Yes.
I offhand don't know what the relevancy of old gods are.
Offhand, what you know is mostly kind of like from the creation myth, that the nameless one, the original, the creator god, the big daddy of them all, created. The first god was Kador, the god of fire. At the time, the god of fire and life. And then he created the other 3 gods representing the elements, one of them being the god of the sky. From then on, they created the tree and blah, blah, blah. The tree created others.
I wouldn't know too much about Orion on their own. Like I wouldn't know.
On its own, no, not too much, no.
No, I was thinking like maybe we could be like, yo, we're not with the other guy, we're with Orion, bruh.
Well, you can definitely try if you want.
I won't because that just kind of seems like a silly plan. I was kind of thinking like maybe if Orion had some like custom or like a prayer sign, they'd be like, "Oh, respect."
Not that
But,
you know of. Not that you know of offhand. If you wanna, you can roll a religion, try to see if you know something.
Oh, nothing ventured, nothing gained. All right, let's check this religion.
Okay. You don't know much about the old gods. They're usually not super worshipped. Not at least not where you come from. You know some prayers. They involve long rituals, burning offerings. You don't really know any, signs, like gang signs for the god.
That's fair enough. That'd be probably exactly what he was trying to remember.
Yeah, I figured.
Drat. Okay. I suppose in that case,
Yes.
I suppose I'll cast. It'll probably have to be the old 1/2 of spiritual weapon, then Toll the Dead, if that's okay.
All right. Let me get your spiritual weapon. I got you a new token for it. To
Ooh, really?
match.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Oh, nice, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I like to Whackamundo, the wolf, that got hit by.
You-
Oh, both wolves got attacked by Tatch's.
Yeah, but you miss.
Oh, that's okay.
Spiritual weapon swings and misses.
That's still where I hit. And then I'd like to use Toll the Dead on the same one.
All right. Use Toll the Dead and roll the 2. And it's already
gosh.
damaged.
Perfect. So it takes
2d12. Yeah.
Ooh!
Damn. Some cantrips deal so much damage sometimes.
Let's go. 14 points. Dong.
14. Nice. So it was rattled, yes. It is the wolves' turn as they try to attack. Let's see, this one. Emrys is gone, so this one is actually going to go for Demir.
Oh no.
Sorry,
Demir.
So, one attack on Demir. That's a hit.
I'm going to use my reaction and cast shield.
Your AC becomes
Shoot, hold on a sec. So it's right now 16. It'll become 21.
21. That is not a hit then. 2 against Terry. A natural 20 and a normal hit. So for the normal hit, Terry.
Delicious.
Yes, yes.
Sorry.
For the normal hit, Terry, you take 10 points of damage. For
Okay,
the
that's not so
natural
bad.
20, the critical hit, you take. Ooh. Ooh.
Is it less than 34?
It is less than 34, yes.
Is it 33?
It's 21.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you guys just see as these wolves just swarm Terry on top of him, just tearing him apart. Tearing Terry apart, yes.
Terry.
Yeah.
Terry.
Terry. The wolf being caught by the hand is going to try to break free. And fails. Still restrained by the hand. And now the 2 wolves against Callahan. Fucking hell, another natural 20. What the hell is going on?
And you say you don't try and kill us.
I have a.
Yeah, the crit negate.
You want to negate the crit?
Yes, please.
Okay, you negate the crit. And the other one is a 19, so it's not a hit. So, Callahan, you take 5 points of damage.
5 points, and here's my constitution for my thing. Nice.
There we go. Demir, it is your turn. You're being rushed at by a wolf that bit into your shield.
Alrighty. You know what? I'm actually going to to risk it. I'm going to move right there and take the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Are we considered to have all of these wolves as a source of fear?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yes.
Because if so, that would be willingly moving closer to a source of fear.
That is very true. That is very true.
That's right.
It's the fine line where it's moving away from one source of fear, but closer to another. So, what are you doing,
In that
Demir?
case, I will not move, and I will just use my action and crush the restrained wolf.
That wasn't
So-
important at the beginning of combat because we couldn't move.
Yeah. So 2d6.
Yeah, so it takes another strength saving throw, and this time it's
Fails.
Okay. So and I made a macro in the meantime, so 9
Good.
damage.
Good. You crush this wolf.
Woo!
Just crush it in your hand, your earthen hand.
All right, and yep, that'll be it.
Terry, it's your turn. You're being mauled by wolves. How do you want to fix that problem, bruh?
I will drink a certain potion that
I want to fix that problem.
Used to
I'm
have.
gonna drink.
alcohol, the
Yeah.
potion of forgiveness. No, I'll drink. I'll drink a potion.
Okay.
2d4 plus 2, right?
Yeah. Watch him get double ones.
Almost.
It's average. It's completely average.
It's the average. Yeah. Okay. And yep, that appears to be my turn.
That is your turn. Kyoho.
Alrighty then. Well, the wolf that we're in combat with is down.
Yeah.
I am still
Yes.
I'm still frightened, so I can't move closer to any of them.
Yes.
Alright. Can I switch weapons with an item interaction?
Yes.
Or okay.
You
Well,
can. You'd have to drop the sword.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my longbow
Okay.
and
Stick your sword in the grass.
yeah. I'm going to use my bonus action to activate Kinsei Shot.
Ooh. We don't get that many times.
Well, yeah, because I'm mostly a swordman.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fire at this wolf here.
Okay. Fire away at the wolf.
Okay. Disadvantage afflict, yep.
Yeah. Nope.
I miss.
You miss.
Good thing I have 2 attacks.
Yes.
I miss.
You miss once again. Again, you're a swordsman.
I'm just as good at hitting with the bow. You see that 22?
You're clearly not as good as hitting with the bow. You see those 8 and 7s?
I don't know.
Everest.
You roll up to my sword attacks. You see like 8s and stuff.
Anyway, Everest.
Just reappears, just see
Just that this
Kyoho.
bow isn't magic, so I
missing.
don't get a +1 to it.
Kyoho, you're good job. You're doing your best.
I'm so condescending. Good job. I'm
Now
sorry.
let me exert some power. As Emrys is going to do the exact same thing and twin spell Tasha's mind work.
Okay.
Although this time it's going to be on the lower one by Callahan and the one next to Emrys.
Okay.
So that's
The DC would be.
saves. Well, you're the one rolling.
Well, what's the DC?
Oh, the DC. The DC is 15.
DC is 15. One passes, one fails. So the one next to Callahan passes, the other one fails.
Okay.
We
So
lost
let's-
to Terry.
We lost to Terry. He'll be back soon.
So again, 6 damage to the one that fails, 12 damage to the one that 6 damage to the one that succeeds, 12 damage to the one that fails. And so that's the one next to Terry.
Yes.
Can't take its reaction and must choose move action or bonus action.
Okay.
As
Good,
these
good.
two whips, just one of them just kind of slashes the one next to Callahan, but the other like wraps around the neck of this other wolf, just kind of psychically restraining it.
Nasty, nasty.
And
All
then
right. Oh yeah, to see if you vanish.
Emrys vanishes.
Okay. Amorous just
Wow, having
popping
some
in and
pretty good
out.
success.
Yeah. Also, welcome back, Terry and Callahan.
I'm going to use Channel Divinity, Path to
Ooh.
the Grave, and target this guy who I'm using to then swipe at with the bat.
And how many channel divinities do you have per long rest?
Just a one.
Don't you use a channel divinity to cancel critical hits?
No,
Or am I mistaken?
Sentinel at Death's Door, I have up to the amount of times up. I can use it up to 4 times.
Ah, okay. So this one's vulnerable.
Yeah, vulnerable to damage, but doesn't mean advantage, unfortunately.
All
But that's
right.
okay. That's okay. We can all live with it.
But you got your hero point still, or a hero point at least, just in case.
Yeah.
I have 2 still, because I've got my regular game one, and then I've got my Maul one.
So Callahan, attacking with the bat, I assume.
I'm attacking with the Maul bat. Actually, that was just a warm up swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
This is closer to home.
Okay, so that was a miss. Yeah, no, a 16.
Is the 16 a miss?
A 16 would not hit. No, because you rolled an 8.
But I used my hero point.
Oh, you hit. Okay, I didn't.
Sorry, that's what I meant when I meant my
I
Maul.
thought you were
My Maul
joking.
swing. No, sorry, I meant like my Maul hero.
Hero point.
Oh, that is a hit. Okay, that is a hit.
No, I'm sorry. You're right. I didn't actually outrightly say that. That is on me.
No, but I get it. That is a hit. And
and I just click the name.
Yeah.
And then
And
he's
vulnerability.
So that's 22 damage.
22 damage, and as a point from when I fucked up last time, the Roll20 has actually been accurately calculating my cost. I don't know if you guys remember from a few sessions ago. I was worried that it wasn't doing it. It just turns out I'm just an idiot. So sometimes maths is good.
Don't call yourself that.
Foolish. I'm foolish.
There we
I
go.
was just, int challenged.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. But yeah, that'd be 22 on the force.
All right. That is. It hurts it incredibly bad. Anything else? I assume not.
Yeah, no, I'm all
It's
good.
their turn. One attack against the mirror. Bearing its fangs. That's a natural 1. 2 attacks
Can't
against
touch this.
Terry. Yeah,
Yeah.
the wolf chooses attack against Terry. Oh shit, that's 2 hits.
But no natural 20.
No natural 20. A natural 19 and a natural 12, but yeah.
Alright. I'll allow it.
You'll allow it. Okay. So you take 7 damage from the first hit and 10
That's the
damage from the
potion.
second hit.
Okay. That's okay.
I think this is the lowest we've seen Terry.
I was down one time. No?
Except for the
maybe?
except against the samurai Mamoru, yeah.
Title. Yeah.
Feel free to go down. I've got you.
Feel free to
Yeah.
go unconscious from blood loss.
Callahan is very excited about resuscitating people.
When you hit 0, I'm all about that life.
Cool. Callahan, you take 1 hit.
What? Oh my word.
You take 9 points of damage, and you have to roll for your Shield of Faith. That is just enough to pass.
Oh Jesus, these numbers are going down. I rolled so well. Can I roll perception next, just for the kicks?
Go ahead. I guess.
Oh, now I feel better about myself. Seeing those big numbers.
Demir, it's your
My
turn.
confidence is back.
This wolf is trying to bite at you, but it's just biting your force field.
Yeah. All right. So, hold on. I'm just gonna drop this again so I can read how much it within range. Okay. So, yeah. Actually, no. So I'm going to. We're kind of ignoring this at this point. I'm going to move the hand,
Yes.
if I can, to just basically right there, I guess.
How much can it move?
30 feet. So it's with any.
More
Hold
than
on,
enough.
let me double check. I can't reach for things. Can unoccupied space with range. Okay, no, actually no. So it has to be within my range, I think.
What's
Yeah.
your range?
So. Okay. So I'm sorry, I
30
misread it.
feet.
So in that
yeah,
case,
so
I'm gonna move it right here then to the up to yeah.
all right. So your hand undoes itself and then reforms next to the other wolf.
Yep, and I'm gonna grab it. So strength
Grab the
saving throw.
wolf. That is a fail. 9 damage.
That's 9.
Nice. All of them are damage except the one fighting you.
And I'm actually, you know what? Yeah. So I'm going. Can I see that Terry's basically getting like the shit kicked out of him?
Terry is covered in blood, and his arm is kind of bent the wrong way a little.
All right. So this is why I wanted to move to begin with, because I conveniently put myself out of 30 feet of range of everyone.
Yep.
I guess I could have done this first, but this is actually fine. I am going to cast Misty Step again, and I'm going to pop up right.
But
I
you
guess that's
can't
where-
willingly get closer to them, and this is willingly getting closer to them.
I thought that it's just
No,
this
this
is
is
going to be movement.
you're still choosing to get closer to them.
All right, then I don't do that, and I just stay put like a good little Oni.
All right, Terry, getting the shit kicked out of you.
Yeah, and I notice Demir is alone with one wolf.
Yeah.
So Terry will cast Misty Step
This
towards
is you
here.
getting
Yeah.
closer to a wolf. We just discussed this.
But I'm afraid still. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry because I thought I passed. Never mind. I'm silly.
You are indeed
I will
afraid.
You move
I
down to the
will-
left, or like down to the right, or something.
I'd better stay put because I'm going to get attacks of opportunity.
Oh yeah.
No, I meant like if you could Misty Step like down to the left, for instance, and that would
Yeah.
put you away from the wolves.
No, I was trying to get closer to you to help you with your wolf, but
You're getting the shit kicked out of you.
Oh, always
Uh,
thinking of the others.
of the young boys who need help.
Aww.
No, I'm going to use a quarterstaff, which Demir reminded me it's magical. And I forgot again to hit the wolf that's grabbed.
Okay, you have advantage. Oh, wait, you have normal because
Normal, yeah.
advantage versus disadvantage.
God
Nope.
damn it. Okay. Yeah. So
So you hit the hand.
that's it.
It's getting in the way. Yo ho!
Terry is still getting beat up, and I still can't heal anyone but myself.
Yep.
So I'm going to continue to try to assist the only way I can, which is ranged attacks.
Well, now the one of
Thankfully-
them is restrained.
Thankfully, one of them is restrained, so I have normal attacks. All right. Okay, first I'm going to use that ability that will let me get more damage if I hit.
Okay. If you hit,
Longbow attack. That's a 13.
that is enough to hit.
I'm still spooked.
That is a 10 damage. Okay.
I would like to go ahead and point out a Kensei monk ability real quick. Longbow is one of my Kensei weapons, which means that I get magic Kensei weapon. Your attacks with your Kensei weapons count as magical for the purposes of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage.
Uh-huh. I know.
Okay. Second attack, I miss.
Yes. Thank you. Anything else you do?
I've done a bonus action. I've attacked. I'm going to back up a bit because longbows have ridiculous range.
Okay.
So I am not as grouped up in case we get hit by an AoE wolf attack.
All right.
Remembering the training, Kyoho. Excellent. Says Emrys within the astral plane when no one can hear.
And then Emrys appears right after they say that.
It's just like you just catch like the latter half of the sentence.
Excellent. Emrys just appears. Excellent.
All right. Well, Emrys is going to. Yeah. Hang on. I haven't been marking off my spell slots. Give me a sec.
That would be good. Yes, marking off spell slots is quite important.
Yep. I've used Mind Book twice.
I've been working off my arrows.
That is good. That's the same as spell slots, only not.
All right.
I might be able to recover some of them after combat,
Yes, you
especially since
might.
I keep missing.
That's fair.
Well, Emrys reappears,
Yes.
stares at the wolves once more, and just like reaches for the gem on their head. I call upon powers from beyond the void, the darkness that claws at the back of the subconscious. As Emrys casts Dissonant Whispers, once again twin-spelled.
On which ones?
On, again, one next to Callahan and the one next to Emrys and Terry.
Literally roll double, 18s.
Well, still take damage.
They do.
These wolves are apparently super smart, by the way.
Just wise.
Oh yeah, that was a wisdom.
Yeah.
Should've gone for intelligence again. Oh well.
Animals actually tend to have good, decent wisdom.
Yeah, that's why I was going for the intelligence before, but they kept passing anyway. But yeah, that's 3 damage, I
They
guess.
failed once. Anyway, do you pop out of existence yet?
Time to find out. Yes.
Oh my god, you've been rolling 19.
That's my third 19.
Wow. Callahan.
Alrighty. Can I cast?
You can try.
I can try. And I appreciate you backing me up at wanting to try. Could I cast Healing Word and then use the bat?
No. Both are bonus actions.
No, okay, that's what I thought. I didn't know if it was... No, actually, no. Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't know where my reasoning was like 2 steps forward and then like 3 steps back, and then I went shuffle to the right. Can I cast Healing Word on Terry
Yes.
at 3rd level?
Yes. Terry, you feel your wounds closing. Not too
Sweet
much.
Mary.
but
Barely any, bro. Barely any. I effectively threw you a plaster to hold up your like gash wound.
I'm not
then-
seeing the roll, but can I use my
What was it,
reaction
10?
to say thanks, Callahan? Oh yeah, I see it now. Having a bit of lag.
Can I cast? Oh, you know what? The one that's like right in front of me.
yes.
So the one that Emrys has mainly been attacking, as opposed to the one that I've been attacking. Can I use my? Oh no! Shoot! Oh, drats! You know what? I did this thing again where I've mixed up my dumbass abilities. I just cast Toll the Dead on this guy here.
Okay.
Sorry, I mixed up Channel
He
Divinity
passes.
with Sentinel at Death's Door again. He passes? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine then, whatever. Cool, that's it.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah. All right, so it's their turn, and I mean, they're not gonna do much else other than try to bite your heads off. So 1 against the mirror. Again, rolls really low. The mirror, the wolf is not doing good against you. Let's see. 1 against Terry. That is a hit. Terry, you take 6 points of damage. Terry, you take 6 points of damage. And the other one is actually going to try to bite Terry while still restrained by the hand, just angrily trying to take off Terry's head. So he has this advantage, but he's going to try to roll.
Terry, Staff of Retribution, reaction.
Terry, that is a hit.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Staff of Retribution.
Yes,
We keep
As a
forgetting.
reaction for being hit.
Terry's not used to having magical items. Can you use the Staff of Retribution on the first wolf, the one that's free?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the roll? It's
A
2d10.
2d10 dex.
2d10.
So it's a dex saving throw, DC 13,
Yeah.
and
Fail.
it's a
Yes.
2d10 lightning damage, half on a fail. So
That is a fail. So
Okay.
it takes 11 points of lightning damage after biting you, while the other one hits you, and you take... Cool! 9 points of damage.
Okay, I'm done.
You all see Terry being brought down and mauled by the creatures.
well, it doesn't really maul it because it's like stuck by the hand. So like,
Yeah, but the other one is kind of shocked, but still biting. It's kind of nasty. And now 2 attacks against Callahan. Holy shit! One is a definite hit, not almost a natural 20. Callahan, your AC now is 20, right?
Tis indeed.
Tis indeed. Callahan, you take 9 points of damage.
All right.
And the other one misses because it didn't reach 20. Ooh!
I still got that shield of faith, boys.
Your faith is strong. Demir!
I'm gonna use my action to crush the wolf that's being held.
Barry, mute yourself, please.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's cool.
Or at the very least, tell us what snacks you're eating. You know, I want whatever you're having. This is good.
It's a sandwich.
So a con saving throw.
No, he passes the con saving throw. Sorry.
Okay, so then he takes half of that, so 3 points.
3 points. 3 points?
And yeah, that does it.
Terry, you're down, wounded, and dying. Roll that death save.
Da-da, da-da,
You literally
da-da,
cannot die from this,
da-da.
even if you roll a 1.
Okay.
Again.
Hold on. I'm gonna buy the man for some
Can't.
points.
We already bought 2. We already have 2 bought.
Yeah, we can't.
Oh my
roll
god.
Oh my god,
Wait, the
Massive-
DM said that I can
Will-
die even if I roll a 1, so it's
You
fine.
can't because now the DC is 13. But if you fail next turn, you're out.
Yeah.
Rand willed that one into
Oh
existence.
my god. You can't pin this shit on me.
You said even if you roll a 1, and then immediately it's just
You
boom.
can't
One.
pin this on me. Yo-ho, it's your turn.
Sounds like it's time for some normal rolls. I missed. I miss.
Ah, you're gonna die from wolves.
Wow!
Not just any kind of wolves, they're big wolves, guys.
They're wolves.
They're called Reagan wolves.
I can't move closer to Terry.
Oops. Yeah. So
Also, I realized I should probably do something.
what?
That's where I left my sword.
Oh, okay. Emrys, you pop back into existence and you see Terry on the floor being torn apart by a wolf. And Kyoho missing every shot.
Emrys looks at Callahan and just kind of urgently, Callahan, Terry is not looking very good.
I know, don't worry, I know.
Right, excellent. And Emrys kind of reaches a hand up, swirls with psychic energy, and Dissonant Whispers on the same two wolves, the wolf next to Callahan, the wolf next to Emrys and Terry.
Okay. So that's a pass and a fail.
At least one of them failed.
Yeah. The one that passed was the one next to Terry, and the other one fails.
Alright, well that's still a lot of damage though. I
17.
rolled pretty high on damage.
Pretty high on damage, indeed.
And so yeah, the one next to Callahan, 17 damage, and
8.
it's running.
Oh, yeah.
Must
So
immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
there we go.
Wouldn't I mean not to nitpick? Wouldn't it? I guess it doesn't matter, but wouldn't it be like directly away from me? Or
Yes. That's fine. There we
That's
go.
that one.
Callahan, you do get an attack opportunity on it.
Can I use my bat for the attack of opportunity, or?
No.
Ooh, I'll take the attack of opportunity, but
You know what? Fuck it. You can use your bat for the attack opportunity.
it makes a lot more sense. I don't think has Callum ever used his mace?
But you but you use strength for it, not your magical ability.
also Emrys disappears.
So it's just a regular roll then.
Yeah, just strength with oh my god.
Never mind. He takes out the crowbar and he just goes wonk.
Oh
Wait,
my
don't you still have another hero point if you wanted to use it?
No, I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. I'm not out to kill these wolves.
Okay, Callahan, it's your turn
Yeah.
though.
All right, potion of healing for me.
That is an action.
And then
Healing word on Terry.
yeah, I just want to make sure I'm getting this one right. Circle of mortality, and then 3rd level healing word. On
Yeah,
Terry.
so that's automatically
12,
16 HP that Terry gets.
Just in time to be attacked by 2 wolves again.
And I get 2d4 plus 2.
I mean. Also, I just want to point out, Terry's on the ground now. Alright, so you heal
That's
for
it.
8.
That's all I do. Yeah.
It's their turn. This wolf runs back towards Callahan and rushes at Callahan.
Wait,
Actually-
why did he run away?
Wait.
Emrys scared him away.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it goes back to Callahan. It realizes, what the fuck am I doing? And it goes back to Callahan.
That's fair. Yeah. I don't blame the wolf.
1 for Demir. Demir, that is finally a hit on you.
Is it once make my AC 21 by casting shield?
Yes.
Ah, damn it! Oh, actually, no. Yeah, that's. Yep.
You take a whopping 7 damage. Your
Alright.
barrier takes a whopping 7 damage.
As far as the wolf's concerned, it's still not hurting me.
Yeah, he's still eating your barrier. Is very confused and angry. Actually, you're actually right. It moves towards Kyoho. You get an attack opportunity on it if you want. Because
Yeah,
it's
I'll
just
swing my
failing
stuff at it.
against you.
Is it moving before it attacks or after it attacks?
No, after the attack, because it keeps biting your energy field. It's not doing anything, so it's just gonna change targets.
Yeah,
It's a miss.
Demir doesn't really do melee.
Yeah. So now 2 against Terry. Against Callahan first. Then I'll do Terry. Oof, Callahan, that's 1 hit on you. The other one misses. Callahan, you take 7 points of damage. And you pass the saving throw. Now,
Yay!
1 is attacking Terry. With advantage, because Terry is on the ground.
Thank you, 30s narrator.
Darn tootin'. That is a hit on Terry. Oof, Terry, you take 10 points of damage. And the other one would have disadvantage, but because Terry is on the ground, has normal attack.
Normal hits.
Normal hits. Terry, remind me, your AC is 13, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
Roll an 11.
Okay.
So, no hit this time. But you are not doing good. Demir, it's your turn.
Alright, I am going to use my action to keep crushing the wolf.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's a 6. No.
Alright, so 11 bludgeoning damage.
Yep. Wolf is looking bloodied.
God damn it.
They have a lot of HP.
Okay. And I'm trying to see if there's any like positioning I can even move where I'm not getting closer to any of the. It doesn't look like it. I would just be getting further.
The problem
away.
is that they're almost like a semicircle around you.
I know. That's why
so...
That's what I've been doing this entire like while everyone else is going. I've been measuring out to see what possible movements I can make. And if that wolf had died, that would have been very helpful. But
would have. Anyway.
so no, I will stand put because I can't do anything else.
All right. Terry.
Terry, beside you there are 2 wolves. Both of them are trying to murder you.
Very much so.
I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter on this one.
Okay. Okay. Rolled a 12.
So it fails.
So it fails. Okay. I was just checking because I didn't know your DC.
Yeah, it's also 13. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Roll the 12. It has minuses to intelligence. Anyway. So...
It's a wisdom. It's a wisdom, I think.
Oh, it's a wisdom.
Yeah, it's a wisdom.
Oh, then it passes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So it's a 13.
Hey, it was a good shot.
Yeah, you tried. Yo-ho, you now have a wolf charging at you, choosing to ignore the mirror.
I don't have my sword,
while you don't...
attacking and attacking in melee with my longbow is bad. Good thing I'm a monk.
Yes.
I missed.
You're not the best of melee monks.
Best at anything. I'm gonna spend a key point to do 2 more attacks with my bonus action
Okay.
and miss with both of them.
Oh, what?
Okay, 1, 11, 3, 2.
Oh my god, I am so sorry.
Good thing my unarmed strikes count as magic for the purposes of overcoming damage reduction.
It
right
does! It does!
now. I dealt the full 5 damage to this wolf.
You did! Good job,
Okay.
Kyoho!
Okay, that is my turn.
So, Kyoho, you're just trying to punch the thing and trying to remember your martial arts training. You're just very desperate because
I'm not this kind of monk.
Emerus, you pop back into existence.
You pop back into existence. Terry's still almost dead.
Yeah. So is
Killed
Callahan.
one of
That's
them.
also
We've
almost
killed
dead
one
still.
wolf.
Yep.
Kyoho, do
We've
your
killed one.
best. You're doing a great job, Kyoho.
We're not focusing. We're spreading out the damage, and we've killed one wolf.
Yeah.
I would like to make a request.
Okay.
If we TPK to these wolves, I want us to not use the stress rules again.
I don't think it's the stress rules that's hurting you right now.
I don't know.
I don't know.
made
I
us
feel pretty
miss a
stressed
little
right
bit.
now.
Yeah.
Giving -1 to myself for stress rules.
Okay, Emerus, your turn.
Right. So, Emrys.
Remember, you have two stress points, Emerus.
Yeah, good thing, all of my shit is just the enemy making saves, so I don't care.
For now.
Yeah, so Emrys reappears and kind of swirls psychic energy around them, even more powerful this time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, instead of splitting it into 2 bolts, it kind of coalesces into a single bolt as they cast Dissonant Whispers at 3rd level.
And which one? This one?
Yeah, the one next to Terry.
Okay. Let's see. So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Roll the 15.
Is this a session gonna end as a TLDR? We all die. New characters.
I mean, I'm sorry, it's just what it rolled.
Oh, look at those rolls though. 2 1s. It takes 6 damage.
Oh my god. Alright, Callahan, it is your turn.
Right, alright, so I'm gonna look, lads, we all have rations. I think it's fair to say that I can start using my upper level spells for some damage. Can I
Wait, did Emrys blink out of existence?
Oh, yeah.
Real question.
Oh yeah, please. Tell us, Emerus.
No.
No!
Oh.
No. Emrys
But
does
now,
not
if Callahan
care.
has a 3rd level spell that he needs to see us all, so we're not affected.
Yeah. Perfect timing.
Yeah, I'll just use sending. That's my 3rd level spell.
Oh, wait, don't you have Guardians of Faith prepared or something?
Don't you have that cleric spell, Destroy Wolf?
Oh yeah.
Turn wolf.
I left that one. Actually, left that one back into Wounded Soldier. I forgot to bring it. I didn't think it'd be right.
Oh my god.
I'd like to use Vampiric Touch on the fella in front of me.
Ooh, roll to hit. You have -1, remember.
You have a hero point still.
And I would like to use my hero point, sir.
You can use your hero point.
We are so dead. Even if we stop after this round, we need to come to next session with new characters prepared, or it becomes an impromptu Cess Zero.
But that's okay. That's okay because I'm just gonna use the magical bat to attack, and you know what? That's on me for wanting to do something different. Who am I to say no to do different?
Oh no!
See, look, a 15 hits.
The
Okay,
trusty bat.
there, 9 damage. Why didn't I do this from the start? You know, silly me.
Well, good job though. You killed one of them.
Can it be non-lethal?
You can. It can.
It's-
Yes.
It was something I was keeping in mind ever since I wanted to when I was thinking with the Aryan thing, just because like I don't want any beef coming up, like Lord of the Skies, and then my boy Maul. You don't
That's
want
fair.
That, you know?
That's fair. So you
I want to be
non-lethal
know that
one.
Demir. I want to be know that Demir definitely crushed the shit out of his wolf.
That's okay. Demir's his own man, and I respect
Demir's
his judgment.
bloodthirsty, man.
Wow.
Demir
Well,
does not
thirsty as
like
these
the West.
wolves.
Well,
But yeah, so I knock out the wolf.
all
But
right.
like I don't bash its little brain out or whatever.
Okay. Okay. So you just knock it out with this spike, the baseball bat. Actually, what happens is, at the last moment, the spikes retract. You hit it, and then the spikes reform again. Very nice. Very nice. Now,
It's like one of those stress balls.
Now,
except in
because you only
reverse.
knocked it out, that means that the other wolves can healing word it.
Oh,
They're
damn.
actually clerics all along.
Yeah,
Fifth level.
if these wolves are whipping that out, I'll be all for it. I'll be very impressed.
I embrace defeat. Now, as the wolves are about to attack, something happens. You all hear a deafening roar coming from the side and jumping out of the trees, knocking one tree over. You see this large creature appear. Black chitinous plating all over parts of its body, and a long scorpion tail. As it roars loudly, the wolves look at it and roar. It seems like another predator, another apex predator, is looking to steal a kill. And that's where we're gonna end the session.
Manticore!
Oh,
my
Demir
God.
shouts that, by the way. As soon as he's like sees like the plating in the tail, he's shouting Manticore.
Yeah, I was about
That's
to
fair.
say, you know, we see this, Demir, like, feels its breath. Demir is, like, right next
Oh
to
yeah.
us.
Oh yeah. And we're gonna start next session with their turn, by the way.
So,
Alright,
all right.
so I'm gonna.
Alrighty.
I've got a paladin idea.
I have a lot of ideas. The one I'm
I'll
more
take one.
partial to with the TPK is a warlock, but
Yeah,
I'm
you can
like-
have him, Demir. You can have the warlock. Just leave the bard open.
look,
I have
look,
a hard
when we
idea.
die within the first like 30 minutes of next session, it just becomes an impromptu Sesh Zero, and we just all talk about our new characters together.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
That's optimistic thinking.
Optimistic.
You're right.
yes.
You're right. It's going to be within the first 20 minutes of the session.
Let me just find someone to raid, and God, this fight, this is a toughie. This is a toughie.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you could say that.
I also, once we make our new characters, if we're still using fear rules, they should all be just afraid of the West, and we should just agree to never enter a
I am
confrontation.
definitely not making a good case for the West, am I?
No, you are.
For Western
You were
adventures.
so fine
It's just like,
being all
man,
political.
these wolves, they're like absolutely destroying the party. Let's throw a Manticore in as well.
Yeah, it's the fear. It's the fear. The fear is messing y'all up a bit. It's definitely not the Manticore. So raid. I found this guy. He's doing a session 0. So I have no fucking idea what it's like, as per usual. But it's D&D, so let's
Yep.
let's
Support.
yeah. Support the fellow D&Ders. In the meantime, RB, Raining Blades, and I, and a couple of other people are going to have a one shot this Saturday. Was it Saturday? It was Saturday, right?
Yes, it's Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. So Saturday we're going to have a one shot, and I'm probably going to kill a goblin. Yay.
Probably a
It's a
strong
horror.
word. I would use
Yeah.
the word certainty.
Yeah, but well, it's gonna be fun. And then next week, this shit resumes. So
Chuckles. I'm in danger.
you're all in danger. But yeah, let's have some fun, and let's give this guy a firm hello and a handshake,
Right.
and yeah. So yeah, let's raid and thank you everyone for that watched, and thank you my
Thank you.
players, because you guys are awesome. I love you guys, and yeah, bye.
I want to roll insight on that.
You fail. My deception is too high. I mean, persuasion. My persuasion.